Hello there, you're now with me, Razi Ahmad, for TVS English News at 5. Let us begin with some updates on GE15. A question: how many of you will contribute to the voting turnout? And how much are these first-time voters aged 18 and above drawn to play their role in electing the next leaders and charting development course, especially in towns like MUKAH? To get further insight, Muhammad Yusuf, who I believe is currently in Dalat right now, has the report on the latest development there. Yusuf, take it away.
Thank you, Razi. Now, there's no denying that youth of this era they are very tech savvy, and in terms of consuming information, they rely more on social media platforms such as Facebook, Instagram, and most popular these days is TikTok. Though utilizing these social media platforms can be very easy and very efficient in terms of disseminating information, however, to relay a more serious message or information, especially those that relates to the government's initiative or manifesto, can be very difficult, especially to reach the youth. Now, the candidate for P213 MUKAH parliamentary seat, Dato' Hanifah Hajar Taib, has this to say on her campaign with youth right here in MUKAH. Let's take a look.
Dari segi pengundi 18, kalau tak silap saya, ada yang berminat, ada yang tak berminat. Kita tak boleh memaksakan mereka. Tetapi memberikan maklumat yang terbaik adalah penting, bukan sekadar dari segi dedahan sosial media, kerana sosial media mempunyai kebaikan dan keburukan. Kita nak memastikan bahawa dari segi pengalaman seperti ayah ibu mereka, abang kakak mereka yang mengetahui tentang dedahan apakah pelaksanaan di seluruh mereka, menasihati mereka bagaimanakah dari segi prosedur untuk melaksanakan undi, dan bagaimana tanggungjawab ini adalah sesuatu yang penting, mesti diprihatinkan kerana ia adalah satu kesinambungan untuk demi masa depan yang cerah.
In order to understand the youth of the aspiration of youth in MUKAH, Hanifah said she will be doing conducting a dialogue session with them sometime next week as the day draws near to the voting date. And for your information, I'm currently in front of the Kampong Senau's multi-purpose hall, where Hanifah, accompanied by the Minister of Women, Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, Datuk Sri Fatimah Abdullah, had their engagement session with the people right here in Kampong Senau as part of their campaign initiatives. Now, over 46,000 people in MUKAH will be casting their votes on 19th of November, but the question is, how will it fare? So make sure you stay tuned with us on TVS, Astro Channel 122 and MyTV for the latest updates on Malaysia Decides. Hashtag Sayang Malaysia, hashtag Into Malaysia. I'm Muhammad Yusuf with our videographer Nasrullah, reporting live from MUKAH. Thank you, Razi, and back to you.
Thank you. That was Yusuf reporting from MUKAH. Now, in other news, Sarawak needs to establish more franchise companies in order to contribute to the development of Malaysia's franchise industry. Premier Sarawak, Datuk Patinggitan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, said more job opportunities can be created by increasing the number of companies like this in the country.
Saya difahamkan ialah hampir 49,000 peluang pekerjaan telah diwujudkan pada tahun 2021 dan saya jangkakan lebih banyak lagi peluang pekerjaan yang dapat diwujudkan menerusi peningkatan bilangan syarikat franchise di dalam negara.
He said the Sarawak government will continue to provide support to entrepreneurs, especially those in the category of small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. Various initiatives have been provided through the Ministry of International Trade, Industry and Investment, Mintred, Sarawak, especially to create digital entrepreneurs who are skilled in the e-commerce sector.
Kerajaan kita juga memberi beberapa program serta seperti program Go Digital untuk kita membantu peniaga kita dengan menyediakan beberapa insentif termasuklah bantuan keuangan di dalam kita nak mentransformasikan ekonomi kita yang berteraskan kepada digital.
Abang Johari said this when speaking at the opening ceremony of the Malaysian Goods Carnival Zone Sabah Sarawak 2022 at Kuching Beach on Saturday.
Can you trust? After what happened last 22 months? That's all. That's my comment.
That was the response made by Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Pantinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, when asked to comment on Pakatan Harapan Coalition Chairman Dato' Sri Anwar Ibrahim pertaining matters on Malaysia Agreement 1963 MA63. He told this to reporters after officiating the Sarawak Kusayang program at the Telaga Air Esplanade here in Kuching on Sunday. Abang Johari, who is also Gabungan Parti Sarawak GPS chairman, then declined to comment further on the matter, indicating that the election should be allowed to run its course first. Now, Parti Pusaka Bumiputera Bersatu PBB Deputy President Dr. Amar Douglas Uga today suggests the formation of a special committee to help rural-urban voters under the Cebu parliamentary seat address and solve the many issues they face. As such, he hopes that a committee will be formed after the general election, as the rural voters in the seat have faced many problems but have no one to turn to for assistance. He revealed that the committee will be known as the PBB Bawang Asan Committee as of now.
Uga said the committee will be discussing issues pertaining to the Iban community and find solutions to fulfill some of their more urgent requests first. Uga further said he will be meeting with the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Pantinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, regarding the matter. Among the issues faced by Cebu residents are no proper road to link to Cebu town, and a number of longhouses still do not have treated water supplies. He also revealed that there are no near health clinics for Cebu residents. Uga further explained that the Cebu seat is under control by Democratic Action Party (DAP) for 12 years and has not seen any infrastructural developments in the area. As such, he calls upon Cebu residents to cast their votes for GPS candidate Clarence Ting from Sarawak's United People's Party (SUPP) on polling day, November 19th. Uga also reminded them in areas where the people has always been supportive of the government, they had enjoyed very good development and progress. He warned voters of the risk of becoming marginalized again if the opposition candidate wins. The party local leaders, he said, were now making all sorts of excuses for not being able to deliver. The Dayak voters account for about 30% of about 100,000 voters in Cebu.
We are ready to listen and do our part in finding solutions. Those were the affirming words of Deputy Premier of Sarawak, Dato' Amar Douglas Uga Embas, adding that the Chinese-aided schools will receive the same attention from the state government.
Uga reiterated that GPS government, led by the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Pantinggi Tan Sri Abang Johari Tun Openg, has a very inclusive policy by helping the people of different backgrounds and ethnicities. Uga further highlights the importance of Chinese-aided schools in the state. As such, a grant of 12 million ringgit will be allocated to the Chinese-aided schools. He said this when officiating the annual dinner of 8 Chinese-aided schools in Betong Division. Among those present during the event were former Betong Member of Parliament, Dato' Robert Lawson Chuat, and his successor, Dr. Richard Rapu, and the organizing chairperson, Chai Xiao Wen, who is SJK Debak headmistress alongside Uga and his wife, Dato' Doreen Mayang, at the function.
Welcome back. The Gabungan Party Sarawak GPS candidate for Santubong seat, Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri, has clarified that she has not received any sexist remarks about her involvement in politics. The caretaker Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture said this was thanks to the pivotal role played by the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Abang Joharitun Openg, in supporting women politicians.
Nancy describes that Sarawakian leaders are open and liberal as they have played a very important role in making sure women are involved in politics. She cited the Premier of Sarawak, who has ensured that the women candidates must be retained in terms of the number of seats and the quota of women involved in politics. In this regard, Nancy said she has not experienced any harassment or sexist remarks during her time in politics. On another note, she said she is committed to working hard and trying her best to meet all people on the ground in 3 state assembly constituencies under Santubong Parliamentary Constituency. She also said nothing is guaranteed and every election is a very challenging election where candidates cannot take for granted that they will win. Nancy also expressed her appreciation to both Parti Pesaka Bumi Putra Bersatu, PBB, and GPS for helping her throughout the general election period, adding that she hoped to see GPS win big this GE15.
Sarawak's very own product, a woven product, the songket, has contributed 11.7% of the country's overall small and medium enterprise export, valued at 124.3 billion ringgit. The caretaker Minister of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, Datuk Sri Alexander Nantalinggi, said the songket aesthetics possesses high commercial value and could gain traction in the foreign market.
He added that the product has been recognized as an intangible cultural heritage, ICH, at the global level. With this achievement, Nanta called on Malaysians to come together to help grow the nation's economy by supporting local products. Nanta further explained that to ensure the economy circulates within the country without many outflows of money, society will need to spend within the country and shop locally. He said this at the launching of the Malaysian Goods Carnival 2022 Borneo edition at the Kuching waterfront yesterday. The Malaysian Goods Carnival, organized by the Ministry of Domestic Trade and Consumer Affairs, is the third and last one to be held this year. Nanta said the carnival is meant to help local businesses and small traders, as well as to strengthen locally produced items.
See the world closer with TVS as we bring you the latest news updates both locally and internationally. And for more headlines anytime, just head on to our official website at tvstv.my or follow us on our social media platforms. And don't forget to catch our comprehensive discussion on GE15 with our daily coverage of Malaysia Decides at 10 a.m., 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. daily. And that's all the time we have for TVS News at 5. I'm Razi Ahmad. Thank you for watching.